There's a brand new look on the SBA loan portal that also makes it easier to apply for disaster loans. This includes changes to managing your COVID EIDL loans, managing any past PPP loans, and applying for new disaster loans. Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. In today's quick video, I'm going to talk about these major changes. I'm going to go through the new portal here, what you can look for, and why you should know about this now in fall 2023 when US banks and lenders are continuing to make it more difficult to borrow, but there's still plenty of options. You just need to know where to look. And the SBA continues to be a leading resource to get funding from $50K up to $5 million for your business. Without further ado, let me show you these changes. And whether you take action today or a few months from now, you'll at least know what's in this new portal. And the way I see it right now, there's two main types of businesses out there. Businesses that have some or a lot of revenue, that are doing well, have good credit, and are likely to get approved if they apply for a loan, a line of credit, or other financing. If you're in that bucket, go to helloskip.com and click search funding. The link is also in the description. You can scroll and see how much funding you need and then see potential funding matches. The second type of business owner is the person who's not ready for financing and maybe grants are better for you. We have our $5,000 Skip Growth Grant open to any entrepreneur or small business in the US. The deadline is coming up. You can enter in a few seconds, and there's dozens of other grants live right now on the Skip app. Okay, those are all important things. Let me get to the brand new My SBA loan portal. We knew they were going to continue to make changes. It was about 6 months ago when the SBA first launched lending.sba.gov, which takes you here. Now you can see the three main types of funding. The PPP program, if you still have management to do there, you still need to get forgiveness. COVID EIDL, which 4 million of you have pending and was the fastest funding ever deployed for small businesses. And finally, new disaster loans. This is a big change here. So you can log in. It's fairly easy to create an account. I showed you how to do that in a previous video, but right away, when you get to your dashboard, you'll notice a few changes. You'll see all of your accounts, any pending accounts, front and center. In this example, you'll see your COVID EIDL and any PPP draws and your outstanding balance. So you can see this example has PPPs fully forgiven and an outstanding balance of around $1 million for the COVID EIDL loan. Let me show you some of the actions here. If you click the red button next to your outstanding loan, you can view a summary of that loan, see loan documents and payments. Here's what's under loan documents: statement, notices, tax forms. You can also view payment history, payment activity, make a payment, or manage recurring payments. Now those links on that button are all shortcuts to this screen right here, which is the same screen they released 6 months ago. Again, you can see all the important information here, including your loan maturity date, your outstanding balance, and interest and payoff information. Let me point this out. I'll say it again. Daily interest accrual is a real thing. In this case, over $100 is accruing every single day. In this case, of around a $1 million loan, if you took a $200,000 loan, you're still probably accruing $20 to $30 in interest every single day. The total interest that's accrued here has been $20,000. Okay, the other new thing that's happened here is managing recurring payments. You couldn't do this before. Now you can if you have not set up auto pay. Of course, many of you have opted for hardship accommodation, which is a 6-month period where you can decide to pay as little as 10% of what you would normally pay for your EIDL loans. So if your normal payment's $5,000, you'd have the option temporarily for 6 months to make lower payments of $500, especially important if cash flow is a problem. Remember, interest is still accruing on your outstanding balance, but you're allowed to make lower payments temporarily for at least 6 months, and many people can extend it for a full year. If you want to learn about that, I'll link to that video above on lowering EIDL payments. But here you can see any auto pay that's set up and manage or change that. Now, let me talk about the disaster loans application, which is the other major change. Of course, this is only relevant for you if you are in a declared disaster area. But if you go over here and apply for a loan, you'll end up on a screen like this, disaster loan application. By clicking continue, you are applying for a US SBA disaster loan. This is a federal loan program which will evaluate your credit and validate all provided information with the IRS. This loan is associated with the following disaster declaration: Tennessee floods. For survivors looking to obtain loans associated with all other disasters, please use disaster loan assistance. So you can go take a look at any other disaster loans that may be relevant for your location. Once you click that, you'll go through the request, whether it's a disaster home loan application or a disaster business loan application. Then once you click that, you'll be able to see all the things that you'll need to put in, which includes your business information, business type, disclosures, what was damaged, damaged property, disaster declaration about your business, insurance coverage, background and delinquency, primary contact, documents, and summary. Sounds overwhelming, but at least they have it here on a nice, clean interface. For example, this is how the first page will look, putting in your business type, your EIN, etc. And once you start this application, you'll notice that at the top of your My SBA portal, you'll now see a pending request. Here's how it looks: your SBA disaster business loan in progress. So you can come back to it and finish completing if you don't do it all in one sitting. The last thing to point out today is the messaging center. The SBA is really trying to get borrowers to communicate through the messaging center. Here, for example, you'll see every month your new SBA statement. If you have any correspondence with a loan officer or about a disaster loan, it will likely be here as well. So there you have it for any outstanding PPPs that haven't been forgiven, for your COVID EIDL loan, or for future disaster loan applications. This is the new SBA portal. Not a bad idea to go log in, check it out, so you familiarize yourself with what's happening there. And don't forget, if you are in a good funding position, good revenue position, you want to see potential funding matches, use the link in the description or at helloskip.com, click search funding. Or if you don't think you're ready yet to apply for finance, at least take a look at these grants and quickly apply for some of our grants, 5K and 1K grants this month. As always, thanks so much for tuning in. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.